Hello again today. In today's video, we'll be working again on a PlayStation 4, which has two problems. The first and main problem is that after a while, the PlayStation starts to overheat. It gets very hot and shuts down. And the second problem is that it struggles to load the disc. And if it does load it, it doesn't recognize it. In other words, the disc doesn't play. Let's try to insert it and see what happens. I will show you how it can read the disc. So I have plugged it in, I press power, and the blue light has turned on. You can see here, and I will try to insert a disc inside. You see, when I press it, there is probably a disc inside. There is a disc inside. I press to eject it. After many attempts, it will finally eject it. But it barely comes out. And when we try to put it back in, the motor doesn't even make a move. There's no sound of it pulling something, but failing to take it. If we force it 2 or 3 times, it will take it, but it will not read it. So these are its problems. I will open it now. I haven't unscrewed it yet. I will open it now right in front of you. I suspect that for the first problem, this dust, it must have a lot of dust inside and can't breathe. It can't draw air inside, causing the processor to overheat. So, first, we open the cover. We see directly from afar what I was telling you. You see here what is happening. A lot of dust inside. You see here is the hard drive. From this side, it doesn't pull air from here. It pulls from the other cover. We will remove the next one. You see the fan here. You see down here how much dust is inside. I will continue to open it. We will also look at it from underneath now. I have sped it up so I don't tire you. Look at what's going on underneath. Here where the fan pulls the air. Look here. This is dust. And now it accumulates here where the fan pulls the air. This is dust. Look here. Those of you who deal with computers will know. It is a very common phenomenon. I will remove all the covers and clean them. And I will replace the thermal paste on the processor and close it back up. I won't do anything else. I will show you a few more spots where dust was found. Look here now. Here it is. Where it breathes. You see it nicely settled. Look here at what it has. You blow air. It passes through here, through the vents over there. And it heats the processor. But how will the air pass through here? Look at what it has. You see? All right, I will clean it quickly. I will insert it quickly and clean it. And I will show you what we will do with the diskette. I will change the back. I will close the socket underneath. No other part is needed. Regarding the diskette, I suspect there are two problems with the floppy drive that pulls the diskette. And the other is that it doesn't recognize a certain type of diskette, or it might be alpha. It seems so. This shows beyond unintelligible segment requiring clarification. Orta dicta, huh? These metal pieces I put on top are for baking. All of them need to be placed so that the things I had earlier bake properly. All right, now we go to the floppy. I unscrew it from the bottom to see if its gears have any issues. To check its gears to see if there is any issue. To check its gears to see if there is any issue. To check its gears to see if there is any issue. And the little gear is on top. I remove it completely from above. The little gear is on top. And look here now. Up here, there are two switches, which are for controlling when the disc is about to be inserted. To pull the disc, they will receive the command from the mechanism to start pulling the disc. These usually break. I won't replace them. I'll spray them a bit. And the second problem appears here. It's the rollers that pull the disc. It seems they are pressed inward. I will open it from the top, and we see here that it has come undone. It is pressed inward. I'll open it from above. And we see here that it has come undone. You see here. It has been strained and has come undone. It does not appear to be broken. It just needs a button. What just happened now? The switches broke. They probably got dusty. The whole thing happened because of the dust. The switches got dusty. They don't engage with the disc. And the kid who had it was trying to put them on the discs. And as he tried, he removed attachments while inspecting the remaining rollers. All right, that's it. I'll clean it now and close it. And I'll do a test to see if the disc engages properly. The charger, socket, and power. At the first move, when it starts, we see immediately that the fans don't spin, meaning it's running very normally. The PlayStation. We can even feel the air coming out, and the cartridge took it normally. You see, it pulled on the first try. If I wait a bit, I can hear it reading it. I haven't put it on the TV yet, but I will hear that it is reading it. I will also perform an eject to see what comes out. Yes, and it is ready. That was the psyche. I will not show anything else. We now understand how much damage dust causes to mechanical parts and heating. Usually, on circuit boards with components, dust is not a major problem. That is, if moisture does not accompany the dust to cause a short circuit, dust by itself does not cause problems on the circuit boards. But if there are mechanical parts and heating systems that need air to flow through, and various things like that, there is a major issue. If you liked the video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel, on my page and on Facebook. Best wishes. Thanks to everyone.